our biggest challenge has been the attitude of Nigerians. That is our biggest challenge. Everything to fight COVID-19 has been placed at our disposal. We arrested the 2020 budget and got it revised, all in an attempt to deal with the financial needs for fighting COVID-19. The entire world came to a standstill, and we received a great measure of support from the UN One Basket Fund, from the European Union, from West African Health Organization, from the World Health Organization, from friendly countries like China. I just reported to you that even the Federal Republic of Germany gave their modest support to ensure that our industries begin to prepare and even manufacture PPEs locally. So every amount of support, and that's the good thing about President Muhammad Buhari that probably a lot of people don't seem to understand. If he charges you with a responsibility, he enables you. We are not in short of any resources to fight COVID-19. We've coordinated a response nationally that pulled in everybody that mattered in this country. The corporate world, through the COVID, have assembled a huge war chest of resources. They are all over the place. Private individuals giving of their resources to ensure that we re-engineer and re-equip our health infrastructure. In terms of even testing, we have ramped up our testing capacity from 2 when we started to 64 today. Within the period of 3 to 4 months, we've ramped up our testing capacity. As a matter of fact, right now, the testing capacity in terms of volume, we can test 15,000 samples a day. But how many are we testing on a daily basis? So our major challenge as a presidential task force has been the attitude. Our response, particularly, we would have flattened the curve. We would have dampened this ravaging virus by now if we had just complied with the simple instructions. And that brings me to a major thing, which was aptly demonstrated yesterday when I presented a memo on behalf of the President for the introduction of the National Policy on Ethics and Integrity. Most of us Nigerians think that as Nigerians we only have rights. But coming with your rights, there are corresponding responsibilities that you are expected to exhibit as a citizen of the country. If our sense of risk perception had been slightly different, probably the rate of infection in Nigeria wouldn't have been the figure we are counting today. Unceremoniously, we have gotten to 50,000, and we will keep climbing. God has helped us tremendously. By now, by the modeling, probably our figures would have been much more than that. But we have accepted here severally that for every one test, we would have lost between 6, 7, 8. So if there has been any major challenge, it's attitudinal. And that's why we have tried as much as possible on a daily basis trying to get Nigerians to understand that this is about self-preservation first. Preserving your loved ones, preserving your family, and preserving the community, and preserving the nation. If we can just get Nigerians to have a paradigm shift, a slight bit of an attitudinal change, I'm telling you, with what I've seen and the way that we have been able to moderate even our fatalities to a large extent, the rate of community transmission that is ongoing now would have been dampened. So going forward, what I'm saying is that I had reported today that our hotspots started from 10. They got to 16, they are now 20. And some of the locations where we are having the hotspots are not as easily accessible to medical care as we would have expected. One, because of total neglect of our medical infrastructure in the first place. But I believe if we can just shift a little bit, that challenge that you asked for, the peculiar one, which is attitudinal, which is our response as a people, our level of compliance, if we can just up our game a little bit, I can assure you that COVID-19, as much as it is ravaging the entire world, we will be able to have a hold on it until any form of cure or treatment comes onto the surface.